Hello everyone and welcome to the Action Figuratorium. My name is Mark Major. I'm a real big toy collector, and something I do while being hunkered down here in Southeast Portland is I like to look at crowd funds, and I'll even look at these corporate crowd funds. They're really just marketing gimmicks, people, but we're going to look at them as well. And today I'm going to look at that Haslab one. I think you know the one I'm talking about. It's vintage collection, so 3.75 scale. Mos Eisley Cantina. Yeah, that's right. It's a playset. And let me tell you something, folks. It's not cheap. It's not cheap at all. So everybody, strap on the leather. Hold on tight. Welcome to this Saturday edition of the Action Figuratorium. I know some people get freaked out by the whole Saturday edition thing. Don't get freaked out. It happens every once in a while, maybe once a week, but every once in a while. So let's check out this HasLab, shall we? All right, this thing is got 31 days left for it to fund. Why do they even bother with this stuff? It's a giant, huge corporation that lost over $1 billion last year. You think they're like, yeah, we need some change for the laundromat or something. Anyways, $3.99, and it's this playset. I wish I could make this kind of full screen, but you guys want to look at some of these photos with me? I don't know. They might be kind of exciting. Where do they begin? Where to begin the begin? So, the playset. Maybe it has no beginning. All right, I think it's this. So, it's this thing. It's like a little facade, and your characters walk in. It's an archway. It's very sort of Old West, perfectly done. The Lucas folks, when they rolled this thing out in '77, they knew what they were doing. They had a hit on their hands. They knew it. So it's this bar. There's no floor, by the way. Of course, there's no ceiling. That doesn't bug me, but the floor kind of is weird. And we've seen some Cantina playsets in the past. There was one that was a Sears exclusive back in, I think, 78 or even 79. Remember, the original movie came out in 77 and 79. They released it again under a different title called Star Wars Episode 4 A New Hope. Originally, it was just called Star Wars. So, you know, the toys got kind of a second, even third life on the first movie. And they did a Cantina, and it did come with some action figures. But that thing was just like a single like floor with like a little kind of a cylinder that was for your dudes to sit at. And then there was a cardboard backdrop, and that was it. And it was kind of, you know, I had it as a kid. It came from Sears. It was kind of weak, but wish I had it now. So this thing, $3.99, and man, you get tables and drinks and that thing on the wall that could be like, makes it a disco-aterium. Looks cool from various angles. It's a cool piece. Now, some of you may have remembered I did a review of the Tantive 4 playset, and I said, is this trash or treasure? And I pretty much said if you can get it for 20 to 30 bucks, it makes for a pretty cool playset, and I have to kind of lump this in with it. It looks like a pretty cool overall sort of playset. It's very playset-y. Right? It's not trying to look ultra photorealistic. It's trying to look good and that realism to it, but it's not also trying to be anything more than a playset and to evoke the sort of playsets of the Fisher-Price people, adventure people of the 70s that inspired the Kenner playsets. So it comes automatically, if it funds, with some extra exclusives. You get the bartender. Why not? You get those two twin space whores, the Tanika sisters. Okay, cool enough. I guess they can hang out with my Jabba the Hutt dancers, Power of the Force. Remember those? Look those up. Get yourself a set of those on the cheap because of reasons. And what else does this thing come with? It comes with, well, that's it. And for an extra $100, you can get the deluxe version, which comes with, that's right, the other wall. They're going to sell you only one wall for this place. $100, you get the second wall. And I'm sure this is a cool vid. We're not going to really look at it. So here's what I think is interesting, though. Let me show you guys this picture here, which doesn't balloon up. You can see this one all the way to the left. It shows you what everything looks like that you get when it's not set up. Now, to my eyes, this looks like about what you would get with one of those expensive Playmobil sets. For example, and if you want to see an in-depth review, I know there's one on the Retro Blasting channel he did of this, but this is the Star Trek Enterprise playset, and it's huge, right? Here's what it looks like over on the Walmarts. You can see that the people fit inside of it, right? So it's pretty big. There they are, a lot of goofballs hanging out, and some other rooms. So, you know, I'm saying it's comparable size. Look, it's even USB powered. It's got lights. I know this thing don't have lights. And look, there's all the stuff for it. Looks like obviously more things come with, you know, if you count the little glasses and stuff with that Star Wars Cantina. But my point is that you can get that thing. It was Walmart $3.29. I've seen other places $2.99. You can get that thing $300. To me, this looks like it should also be $300. Okay, I think it's $3.99. I think it's $100 too much based on the Playmobil offering, right? Even though, yeah, I agree this is pretty cool. It also has, I think these are all 3D printed and that they would look much cooler, but it has a kind of a cookie cutter stamp reused to it, kind of like the Playmobil stuff that to me, I don't know, seems like they need to stay in the lane of $2.99, not $3.99, and that should include the deluxe extra wall, all that stuff. The figures themselves that they're including, who cares? Get the price down and don't worry about the action figures. In fact, make a separate pack that you sell to anybody who wants them, okay? The thing about Hasbro Black Series is you sell action figures, and this should be an excuse to sell action figures. When this thing comes out, the wave of the figures that go with it, a whole Cantina, people should all be available. So maybe somebody just wants the Cantina figures and they don't want, you know, the Cantina. Separate them. Hasbro, you would make more money. More people will be served and happy. You get more market share if you split the action figures out. Some people watching this go, well, Mark, I think the action figures is what drives sales. I don't think so. In this case, I think it's the play set on its own. People probably didn't even realize that those sisters were even in the movie, okay? They're literally like 4 seconds of screen time, right? So I don't think they make it or break it. I think the price makes or break it. I think we've seen that many, many times. The lower the price, the more people that can get on board. Okay, is this thing going to fund? Yes. It's easily going to hit 8,000 people come out for ships. They backed the Mandalorian ship, don't know why. They backed that Ghost ship, whatever show that's from, the Rebels, something, whatever. They backed that. That thing was... They'll back this. This is getting a back. There's enough old school trilogy fans. They're going to be in on this. There's going to be a lot of guys who buy a couple of these to resell. This is going to back. Trust me. Is it going to go super crazy? Is it going to double 16,000? Wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised if they hit 16,000 instead of the 8,000. That they double their numbers. That's what I'm guessing. But really should come down in price. Should give you the extra piece, the extra wall, and get rid of the two sisters and the dude. But sell them. Definitely have them for sale. And if they peg warm, whatever. Let them peg warm. Who cares? It's cold out there. So the only other thing that I would like to suggest as a possible marketing stratagem for this campaign would be, wouldn't it be cool if you could make this whole thing modular and make it, you know, and it could still be like on the Hasbro Pulse site, but make it so you can just get little alcoves and you can buy as many as you want, 30 bucks, 40 bucks, whatever it is. You want archways, you can get archways, right? All these different kits. You want different parts of the bar, you want sort of like a kit of just like all the glasses and things like that. Let people have individual modular kits of all this stuff. And if you want to sell the big slamma jamma, it comes with all the kits and all the things, and it's this price, fine. have that available. But I think that this is really something that would exist better as a sort of build yourself with different modular pieces. Just my take. So thanks to everybody, of course, who made it this far into the Saturday edition of the Action Figuratorium. Feel free to leave some comments and, you know, stay charged.